Jerusalem Venture Partners, the international VC firm led by Dr. Erel Margalit, has reopened its doors in an effort to help the local economy recover from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Mike Wagenheim was at the opening. As New York opens back up in the wake of COVID-19, so do investment opportunities. Jerusalem Venture Partners, or JVP, reopened its doors after coronavirus closed them earlier this year, just a few weeks after its grand opening.
Well, there's 28 companies here in the hub, many companies from around the world, half of them from Israel, and they're rocking and rolling. Obviously, when things were closed mandatory, people weren't here, but starting 3 weeks ago, people began to come back.
Erel Margalit is the founder of JVP, which focuses on supporting growth stage startups from all over the world, raising money and providing access to clients and top investors.
JVP raised about $290 million for 25 companies, each having its own roadmap going forward, each having its own stability. People are coming back to work.
JVP's International Cyber Centre in New York reopened in an effort to help the local economy recover from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Earlier in the year, New York was the epicenter of the virus, causing financial hardship to those put out of work and causing many young entrepreneurs' ventures to collapse.
When it all started, we gave a mantra to our companies. One is it's not the strong that survive because the dinosaur disappears, it's those that can adopt the fastest.
And according to Erel, Israeli startups have what it takes to survive.
An American startup can be American. A Chinese startup can be Chinese. An Israeli startup needs to be international because we have a small domestic market.
At the beginning of 2020, Israel showed why it's called the Startup Nation. North American investments in startups were down 10% compared to the same period in 2019, and European venture funding was down 20%. The amount raised in the first half of 2020 in Israel, however, represented a 40% increase over the first half of 2019. With the pandemic affecting politics just as much as it does our health, Margalit believes the entrepreneurs are the answer.
So many of the leaders around the world are working separately. So if political leaders are separating countries, entrepreneurs will bring it together.